Imagine this, a semi-truck barrels down the highway, swerving dangerously close to your car. This isn't a scene plucked out of some action movie but a heart-stopping moment captured on a dash cam. The semi-truck, a titan of the road, looms large in the rearview mirror. Suddenly it's veering alarmingly, inching closer and closer to the adjacent car. The car's driver, caught in the truck's blind spot, is left helpless. It's a nerve-wracking game of chicken at a velocity of 60+ miles per hour. This near miss is a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining a safe distance from larger vehicles. Semi-trucks have larger blind spots, longer stopping distances, and less maneuverability. So folks, let's give them the space they need, stay out of their blind spots, and never ever cut them off abruptly. Phew, that was a close one, wasn't it? But hold on, there's more to come. Ever seen a car zoom past a red light? Next we have a clip just like that. Imagine this. A bustling intersection, the light turns red and cars from all directions obey the signal, slowing to a halt. But wait, there's one rule breaker. A driver, perhaps in a rush or oblivious to the glaring red signal, decides to speed right through. The car zooms past the stop line, narrowly avoiding a collision with an oncoming vehicle that had the green light. A heart-stopping moment indeed. This clip serves as a stark reminder of the importance of obeying traffic signals. They are not mere suggestions, they are rules set in place to maintain order and safety on our roads. Running a red light is not just illegal, it's potentially fatal. Disregarding this simple rule can lead to severe accidents, risking the lives of not only the rule breaker but also innocent road users. Red means stop, folks, no exceptions. Scene script. Parking lots can be a nightmare, right? Wait till you see this next clip. Isn't it always a spectacle when someone struggles to park their car? Now imagine that, but with a twist. Picture a driver, let's call him Joe, trying to maneuver his car into a tight parking spot. Not an unusual sight, right? We've all been there. But what if I told you Joe, in his attempt to park, ended up bumping into another car? Not once, but twice. Yes, you heard it right, twice. You might be thinking, oh, it could happen to anyone. True, but let's delve a little deeper into why this happened. Was it a lack of skill or was it impatience? Maybe a bit of both. See, parking is an art. It requires precision, patience, and a good understanding of your vehicle's dimensions. When you try to rush it, like our friend Joe here, that's when the trouble starts. Now let's talk about the importance of learning to park properly. It's not just about avoiding scratches on your car or on someone else's. It's about being a responsible driver. It's about acknowledging that your actions on the road, or in this case the parking lot, have consequences. That little bump might just be a minor inconvenience to you, but to the owner of the other car, it might mean a trip to the repair shop, insurance claims, and a whole lot of hassle. Moreover, this incident highlights the importance of patience. It's understandable to be in a hurry sometimes, but when it comes to parking, rushing can cause more harm than good. Take a deep breath, align your car properly, and take your time. Remember, the parking lot isn't a racetrack. And to those who are new to driving, practice is key. Don't be disheartened if you can't get it right the first time, or the second, or the third. Keep trying, keep learning. Because in the end, it's the patient driver who knows how to park properly that causes fewer headaches on the road. Patience and practice make perfect parking, remember that. Overtaking is an art, and not everyone has mastered it. Watch this. Now, we move to a scene that could have been pulled straight from a Hollywood action movie. But remember folks, real life isn't a movie. There are no stunt doubles or second takes when you're behind the wheel. In this scene, we witness a classic case of reckless overtaking. A driver, perhaps fueled by impatience or overconfidence, decides to overtake a line of traffic on a two-lane road. Not only does this driver choose an inappropriate place to overtake, but also fails to consider the speed and distance of the oncoming traffic. The result? A near miss that could have easily turned into a catastrophic accident. The oncoming car had to swerve onto the shoulder to avoid a head-on collision. A split second later and we might have been looking at a different and much grimmer scene. What this driver failed to realize is that overtaking is not just about speed. It's about timing, it's about judgment, and most importantly, it's about safety. Safe overtaking requires a clear view of the road ahead, enough space to complete the maneuver, and a respectful consideration for other road users. It's worth remembering that the rules of the road aren't there to slow us down, they're there to keep us safe. They're not guidelines or suggestions, but rules to be followed. It's not a race, it's a journey. And the aim of the journey is not to arrive at your destination the fastest, but to arrive safely. Reckless overtaking puts not only the driver's life at risk, but also the lives of everyone else on the road. It's a gamble where the stakes are too high and the payoff is negligible. We all have places to be, but risking lives to shave a few seconds off your journey is not worth it. So the next time you're behind the wheel and the urge to overtake comes creeping in, remember this scene. Remember the near miss, the swerving car, the potential disaster, and ask yourself, is it worth it? Remember, safety first, speed second. Ever encountered a driver going the wrong way? Here's one. Imagine cruising down a one-way street, the sun dipping below the horizon as you enjoy an evening drive. Suddenly, you spot a pair of headlights barreling towards you. A car going the wrong way. It's a heart-stopping moment, isn't it? Well, let's dive into a real-life example of this exact scenario. In our clip, a driver is seen defying the very essence of a one-way street by cruising in the opposite direction. It's a baffling sight, like watching a fish swim upstream. But unlike the fish, this driver isn't following some natural instinct. They're ignoring clear road signs and endangering everyone around them. One-way streets aren't designed for fun or confusion. They're crafted for safety and efficiency. With all vehicles moving in the same direction, the chances of head-on collisions are dramatically reduced. This wrong-way driver, however, seems blissfully unaware of this basic traffic rule. Consider the possible outcomes of this reckless behavior. If a car were to appear around the corner, the result could be a catastrophic head-on collision. Even if the driver managed to swerve out of the way, the sudden maneuver could cause an accident with another vehicle or a pedestrian. This driver's actions are a stark reminder of the importance of paying attention to road signs. They're not there as mere decorations or suggestions. They serve a crucial role in maintaining order, guiding us safely to our destinations, and preventing chaos on the roads. Perhaps the driver was distracted, or maybe they were new to the area and unfamiliar with the road layout. Regardless, it's no excuse for ignoring the signs and putting lives at risk. This is a clear example of why we must always stay alert and aware when behind the wheel. It's easy to forget, in our busy lives, that driving is a responsibility. Every time we step into a car, we're taking our safety and the safety of others into our hands. A moment's lapse can lead to dire consequences. Road signs are there for a reason, folks. Ignore them at your peril. What a ride it's been, hasn't it? Let's recap what we've learned today. Our journey started with a hair-raising close shave with a semi-truck. This was a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining a safe distance on the road. Remember, the larger the vehicle, the larger the blind spots. So make sure to give these big guys plenty of room on the road. We then moved on to a red light runner. This served as a wake-up call for all of us to obey traffic signals. Red means stop, no exceptions. Traffic lights are not suggestions. They are there to keep us safe. Ignoring them can lead to accidents, or worse, fatal incidents. From there, we navigated to a parking lot fiasco. This scene highlighted the importance of parking properly. A parking lot isn't a free-for-all. It's a space shared by everyone. So let's be courteous and park within the lines. And remember, even in a parking lot, we need to be mindful of pedestrians and other vehicles. The journey continued with a reckless overtaker. This goes to show that patience is a virtue, especially on the road. Overtaking should be done safely and only when necessary. It's not a competition. It's about getting to your destination safely. Lastly, we witnessed a wrong-way driver, a clear example of the dire consequences of not adhering to road signs. Road signs are there for a reason. They guide us, keep us on the right track, and most importantly, they keep us safe. Ignoring them is not just illegal, it's dangerous. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Driving isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about doing so responsibly. It's about respecting the rules of the road and, more importantly, respecting other drivers sharing that road with you. Remember, being a good driver isn't just about skill, it's about respect for the rules of the road and for other drivers. Stay safe out there.